Good morning and welcome to This Week at the OUC. I'm your host, Jolene Bobrun.
And I'm Paul Goodrich, and we are here to tell you about This Week at the OUC.
That's right.
So it begins with our Sabbath worship service today. Pastor Snell will be continuing our Excuseless series, and so we'll look forward to that.
Yes, and then continuing on, we have our OUC Family Ministries Committed and Covered podcast, and this week we're talking about the singles ministry. And so we invite you to join us this afternoon at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time for our podcast.
Then we want to tell you about what's happening with our prayer meetings. So we are either virtual or we are on the road for prayer meetings in the summer. So it begins with our adults, and for our adults, we continue our Excuseless Summer Life Enrichment groups. Now, they will take place via Zoom, and you can go on our website, oucsda.org/online-virtual-services to be able to join our Zoom meetings at 7 p.m. Then, for our young people, our youth, they will have pop-up Wednesdays.
Yes.
And so you want to scan the QR code on the top left-hand flyer so that you can see where they're going to be this coming Wednesday.
Yes.
And that will be also at 7 o'clock. Then for our children, on our YouTube page at 7 o'clock, Pastor Raphael will share another episode of Mission Exciting. And so we want to make sure our children are a part of that. And then on Fridays at 8 p.m. on our YouTube and Facebook channels, you can view another episode of R3 Table Talk with Pastor Mann, Pastor Kim, and with Marcia.
Yes, and then we have our Prayer Emphasis Weekend coming up June 22nd, and we're having a brunch, a prayer breakfast, on the 23rd at 9 a.m. So come on out. If you're not in the Huntsville area, you still have time to book that ticket. You still have time to get on the road, rent that rental car, and we hope to see you for our Prayer Emphasis Weekend.
All right.
Yes, and then continuing on, graduation season. Yes, we know down south, some of us have already graduated, and some of you guys are still waiting to get that diploma, and we are cheering you on. And the OUC wants to cheer you on. So please scan the QR code if you're a kindergartner, if you're an 8th grader, if you're a high schooler, if you're getting your master's, your doctorate, your bachelor's. We want to celebrate you. So scan the QR code on your screen and fill out that form so that we can give you a little something to say congratulations.
All right. Absolutely. Now, we do want to let you know that we are undergoing some renovation here at the Oakwood University Church. And so this Sabbath, we're in the sanctuary, and next Sabbath, we'll also be worshiping in the sanctuary. But beginning Sabbath, June the 29th, we're actually going to be moving to the Family Life Center gymnasium. And so we'll be there for the next couple of months while we do some renovations to our lobby area, to our sanctuary area. And so please govern yourselves accordingly. We also want to let you know about In Real Life.
Yes,
It's coming up.
It's coming up. It's coming up real soon. Real soon. I hope y'all booked y'all's tickets.
Absolutely.
Yes.
July the 5th through the 7th. We're going to have a wonderful time. You'll get to meet the pastors. You'll get to meet the media team, a tour of the church, a tour of the university. We'll get to fellowship together. We'll get to eat together. So please join us July 5 through 7 here in Huntsville, Alabama, where we will worship in real life.
Yes. And then continuing on, we have the Public Square podcast hosted by someone that you guys may or may not know. And this edition, we're talking about the United States, the state of the United States. So on Thursday, July 11, join us at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern, as we join the special guests on your screen, Dr. Blue, Dr. Shaver, Mr. Johnson, and Dr. Pennacook, as we discuss and dive into our nation, the state of our nation.
Absolutely. So there's a lot happening here at the Oakwood University Church, and we want to make sure that you are abreast of everything that's happening. So please, if you want to know what's happening this week, scan the QR code on the screen, and that way you'll download our e-news bulletin. But then, if you want to have the e-news bulletin automatically come to you every Friday, scan this QR code to actually subscribe to the e-news bulletin.
Yes. And we're not done yet. We still have to celebrate our birthdays and anniversaries for this past week or upcoming week?
Yeah, no,
this past week. And so we want to start off with a special shout out our youth pastor's husband, Mr. Robert Mann. Happy special shout out birthday to you. Wendell McMillan, Diana Teague, Max Bernard, Danette Johnson, Jasmine Johnson, Max Nkosi, Sion Nkosi, Marshall Painter, Karen Patterson, and Lakeisha Williams. You might see her on our praise team. Happy birthday to you as well.
Also celebrating is Hollis Brown, Harold Jacobs, Nivea Johnson, Ronnie Maldonado, Geraldine Reed, Marva Shields, Kenya Swain, Michelle Tidmore, Sonia Bowen, Lorraine Fry. All right, happy birthday. Afrisa Gulo and Kenneth Mercury Jr. Happy birthday to you all.
Yes, and continuing on, we have Edith Davis, Stephanie Dingomay, Jasmine Gale, Arnisa Gill, Ivory Harris, Craig Bear Newborn II, Kendall Snodgrass, Zachariah Estamil, Paul Goodrich. so he didn't even say anything. Happy birthday to you, Pastor Goodrich.
Thank you.
Thomas Gore Jr., Jayla Johnson, and Andrea Nugent Wilson. Happy birthday.
And celebrating today, we have Joyce Anderson, Sydney Boatwright, Kiona Brown, Chelsea Brown, Tanaya Hughes Taylor, Rakia James, Jacoby Jeffries, Emilio Navarro, and Edson Noel. Happy birthday to you all.
Yes, and then going on to our anniversaries, we only have two that we know of. Richard and Myrna Jones celebrating 51 years. Happy anniversary to you. And Ulysses and Shadria, excuse me if I mispronounced your name, Petty, celebrating 14 years. Happy anniversary to both of you guys.
Well, that's it for this week at the OUC.
Yes.
Again, we want to thank you for joining us. We look forward to worship today, and we will see you next week.